nothing at the same time. Hola.
Hola, people. I hope you're well.
¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Muy. I need to take Spanish again. How many years you take Spanish?
Just the 2 in high school.
I took 2 in high school, 2 in college. Was it 2 or 3 in college? Or was it 3 in high school, 2 in college? I took it too many times to not be able to speak Spanish.
Okay. I would like to know more Spanish the next time we go to Mexico.
Use Duolingo. It's pretty good.
It
refreshed my memory.
I'll be hearing the ads for that.
It's free. It's good.
Oh.
I use it every once in a while.
So why do people need promo codes? Is there a paid version?
I don't know. Probably.
But
the free version is, I guess you can pass and pick and choose if you want to do something, but this way you have to go straight through, which is fine with me because it's refreshing everything.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I would like to know a little more. Well, more. Next time we go to Mexico.
Duolingo.
Cool.
Yeah. It's actually pretty neat. I don't know if y'all can see, like, do y'all apps change on y'all's phone? So when I was using Duolingo, when I was scheduled to do it at a certain time, my app would change it to like a frowny face or like eyes with the X's on it, like it's dying. Because I haven't been on there.
Oh, wow. It's like
it's pretty neat.
The gigapets or something.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you're supposed to be working on me today.
Interesting. No, I don't know if we have any.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Or is that specific to that app?
I don't know. But I thought it was neat to see that. Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, what we got going on today?
Did you see Ari Lennox? That ain't that lady name.
That's her name, Ari Lennox.
It's not that lady's
Lennox
name.
Mom.
Ari Lennox has been in, not headlines, on social media. People have been talking.
I haven't seen, but I've heard.
She criticized the jokes in Martin. She pretty much like felt some type of way about like the way he used to joke on Pam and stuff.
What?
Yeah, let's see. Can I find?
What?
But yeah, she was pretty much, it was like, she felt like he came for her. She made it seem like.
Did we establish when she was born or how old she was?
She's 34.
So she grew up in the 90s.
I mean, we were little, but yeah.
But y'all still experienced the night, but not as like older kids.
Yeah, I feel like we had to circle back to like really understand the stuff. Like I wasn't watching Martin while it was on.
Okay. Then never mind.
Even though I love Living Single the way I love it, I wasn't watching it while it was on like that.
Got it.
Okay.
When
did Martin come out?
That's a good question. It's a great question. Let's see. Or are you looking it up?
Mm-hmm.
Criticizing Martin on the jokes he had for Pam. That's a little I don't know about that.
The first episode aired in 92, so we were 1. Unless she turns 35 this year, and she is 34, we were just 1.
Oh,
she was just 1.
And it lasted for how many seasons?
Oh no, she was born in 91.
My brother was born in 91. He don't feel that way. You don't feel that way.
No.
Why do you feel that way?
So a lot of people feels like she was projecting, it's like because she's chocolate. Maybe she had some trauma and people criticizing her for her brown skin or whatever. So she felt some type of way of seeing.
You feel some type of way?
No, but I don't have that trauma. Like I wasn't often, like, I mean, you hear stuff when you're kids, but I don't feel some type of way about being chocolate or brown. So I have no underlying issues about being.
So
I don't think I do. So, but I'm saying maybe she got bullied for being brown, like darker. So like that triggered her. Maybe.
Okay, I guess.
Um.
But here's the thing: he didn't only pick on Pam. He picked on everybody on the show, even Gina. Like everybody was being picked on.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay, I found her quote. I can just read it from this little square.
Oh, okay. No, go ahead. Because I don't even know.
Oh, she said, this line. I'm sorry, y'all. There's some spaces in the words I can't see. Something pissed me off. The thing. Let's just go with that. The thing that pissed me off about Martin is that how much he would go on about Pam. This is coming from a girl who like. I love a good joke. A good joking movie, but that was messed up. Like I'm not too woke or something. Is what I'm trying to say. I'll always feel way about that. It's disrespectful to dark skinned women. She's beautiful. So she felt like the way Martin went in on Pam was disrespectful to dark skinned women.
So I need her to give me an example because.
Did he was his jokes about her skin color? Like, did he ever call her black or?
No, he always said her breath stink. He always, like
I know he went like the nappy head sitch.
Yeah, but like, that was back then.
Yeah.
In that the 90s, that wasn't an issue for us when you sell nappy head. Like, it wasn't.
Did nappy headedness get? It might have. I'll finish my thought. Nappy hair was more associated with darker shades than light skin because it's like pretty hair, light skin, dark skin, nappy hair.
I didn't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. Now, if it was everybody that grew up in the 90s, please voice your opinion. Let us know in the comments. But I think nappy head was for black people. Period.
Okay.
And then like. Parents used it as like, get your nappy. Like, It was like things weren't taken as too serious back then. Like, it was just a term.
So it was like general black.
Yeah.
Not dark skin black.
No,
it wasn't specifically.
Not.
No. Okay. And so she said the show was programming colorism. That was something else she said.
If you look back on any shows from back then, you can say a lot of stuff because now it's like, the things that we did in the 90s, we wouldn't dare do that now because everybody's just so sensitive.
Okay.
You can't make the same jokes that you made back then.
Do you think
some people tried, but like it's sad that comedians even have to give a disclaimer first.
Is it though?
Before doing. Like, they didn't have to do that back then.
But I feel like that's because we are more knowledgeable about what is actually offensive nowadays.
I guess.
So, like, that's why more people speak up. Because it's like, just because it was funny then doesn't mean it wasn't offensive. And like, just because they got away with more doesn't mean the stuff they got away with wasn't offensive. It's just now people are actually realizing that things are actually offensive.
Yeah, but it's like she's bringing it back up. Like, that happened then. I'm sure he wouldn't do something like that now. But it's like you are like shining light to it, to where like people nowadays it's time to cancel Martin Lawrence for what he did back in the 90s. Most people think
she's nuts. No, most people disagree with her. However, some do. Somebody said like at one point everybody was saying the same thing that she's saying, but all of a sudden they've switched up. So maybe some people had been saying that stuff about like maybe him, but I would say if he only went in on Pam, then sure you have your colorism debate. But he did talk about everybody.
And if he went and joked on her
race, her shade,
the shade of her skin, then absolutely, we would probably be offended even back then if he joked on just the shade of her skin. But that's not what it was.
Okay. And I've seen Martin. I asked her, was it like that? Because maybe there's something I didn't see. Like, I don't watch it all the time to know. And I was like, maybe there's something I missed because I only dibbled and dabbled. But I have seen Martin. I know, you know.
I'm about to be mad again. this episode.
So Lord, but
No, we're gonna control it.
I know that's the thing, you know, a lot of stuff I haven't seen, but I have seen mine. But circling back, you asked me, did I feel some type of way or triggered or anything? No, because I hadn't seen him do any brown skin specific jokes, and also I just saw it as like, oh, he just, you know, the annoying best friend. I hate your, you know, this is my girl's best friend and she get on my nerves. It was never this dark skinned woman, you know. Yeah. And like y'all said, and some people in the comments on one of the posts talking about Ari Sitch, they were like, Pam clapped back. He joked on everybody.
Did. She didn't just let him joke on her and she didn't say anything back. None of them did.
Yeah, she clapped back. She wasn't the only one he joked on. Yeah.
Dang, I would hate for her to watch all the other stuff. In Living Color.
So she brought up Bernie Mac as well. She said, I watched Bernie Mac's set. But she said it was funny. But she said it also made her uncomfortable.
Any other comedians back then, like, you couldn't watch none of that. None of that.
And I get that. And, like, that don't make it right, is what I'm asking.
I guess.
Like, just because it was like, oh, but do you apply that to some other situations that don't make it right? Oh, we didn't turn on the light. That's fine. But, like, I was like, yeah, that was... It was like, well, that's just how we were back then. What if somebody else uses that argument? If they've done something offensive, well, I'm from back then. That's just how we were. That doesn't make it
true.
And I'm not coming for these comedians. I think Bernie Mac was hilarious. His set was hilarious. I'm not offended by this set, but I'm just saying, when people use that argument, well, that's just how it was. Y'all soft. But I'm like, or you're just more aware of what is inappropriate now.
People are definitely more aware nowadays than back then. Okay.
And more considerate, because they were probably aware back then and didn't care. But more people could. I do agree. More people could take a joke. More stuff.
Yeah.
I do agree. Some people are soft. Some people are reaching. But.
Yeah. But, yeah. A lot of people are more aware now. Then, and all of the things that people did back then, those same people probably will not even do it now. The Wayans brothers with white chicks with I don't know. Well, they've had a couple movies where they had the Caucasians saying the N-word and say they wouldn't do that now. They wouldn't do that now, like, because people are just. You know, but...
So you're saying she should look at when it was and, like, just take it for what it was and not try to make it something it wasn't.
Yes, it's like reading the Bible. When you read stuff that's happening in the Bible and say slavery. I'm just going to... Slavery in the Bible. People today are, like, looking at it as, oh, God allowed slavery. And then... No, if you look at the time of when they were talking about slavery, it wasn't the American way of slavery. Slavery back then meant you worked for somebody. If you worked for anybody, a farmer, a business, whatever, they considered that a slave. It was the times, or back then when that was considered. It wasn't, oh, you get a servant. Was considered a slave. It wasn't, oh, my servant gets beat on, hung, and all of the things.
The Israelites got beat in Egypt.
They did.
And so a lot of people do find the parallel.
But God did not. The people mess up a lot of stuff. People do different things from what God actually meant it to be all the time.
Very true.
But people mess that up. People mess it up, not God. But again, this is the times. That's you know.
So she should look at when it aired and take the jokes for as what they are.
I guess, but you can't do anything about it now because it already happened. Just don't watch it.
But that's what I'm saying. Should she not be triggered? But that's what I'm saying. I think maybe if it triggers her, it's because she's got her own issues and she's projecting. Somebody in the comments did say she needed to go to therapy.
Or don't watch it.
And maybe she stopped, but she also decided to voice her opinion. She didn't say nobody could watch it. She just...
Maybe I'm being too hard. Am I being too hard?
She just shared her opinion, which is what people do.
I'm sorry.
She feels that Martin went too hard on Pam. She felt like it was disrespectful. She said, I like a good joke, but some things I just draw the line at. And that's all. She didn't say y'all should stop watching Martin. She didn't say y'all need to cancel. She didn't say none of that. She just got on and said how she felt about it.
I guess.
And that was it. She didn't say boycott or nothing.
What was the point, though?
The same reason people just get on you and tell you they had a bad day or they think your shoes are ugly. People just get online and share their thoughts. And she was like on a live stream just talking, I think. People just be talking.
They y'all do really just be talking. Like, golly.
Yeah, she
I
didn't
understand that.
She didn't say y'all couldn't watch Martin. She
I
didn't
get
say
it.
it was a bad show. She just felt some type of way about the way he went in on Pam. She has her feelings. She has the right.
I'm just confused because did you not see him going on everybody else?
Now she didn't respond.
Or it was only because you relate to Pam.
And that's what I'm thinking. Maybe she's more offended. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe, that. Or maybe she's got some underlying, or she's got some trauma, so she was triggered. We can't tell the lady how to be triggered.
That's true.
We can't control people's triggers.
That's true. I don't know. Because, like I said, most of the shows back then were unhinged. Everybody was unhinged back then. From TV shows to comedians, comedy.
Mm-hmm. But
like,
that's just like us listening to the lyrics of some songs and being like, hey, yo, they was wild for that. I equate that to what she just did.
Okay.
It's just everybody loves Martin. So they all up in
I
arms.
don't even, it's a good show, but I'm not like, Martin, the TV.
But, like how is her watching Martin and being like, he was wild for that? How is that any different from us listening to some of these songs and realizing what they're talking about and being like, hey, yo, they was wild for that?
That's true. I apologize. I'm being a little hard. Okay. I gotta hear these jokes. Maybe I need to go back and watch Martin.
Maybe.
Because
Well, somebody pointed out, they were like, so we're going to act like Martin didn't talk about Pam's hair texture a lot when Gina had the same hair texture. So maybe because in school days, wasn't that a thing? It was like the dark skin versus the light skin girls, and then wasn't the dark skin girls the ones that had like nappy hair and the light skin girls had the good hair?
I don't know. I gotta watch that again. I gotta rewatch.
Because it was like that whole musical number in the hair salon.
Look,
listen, if I'm remembering something,
I do have to. I have to refresh my memory and rewatch some of this stuff because it's been a very long time.
So I feel like that might have been a thing. But like, I still don't think that was the intention with Martin. I don't. Like, I really think they were just going in on each other.
Yeah.
And that's, But we can't say that wasn't a thing either.
I apologize that you were triggered and that hurt your feelings. Yeah, we were unhinged back then. We weren't really. We were just, and people just took it. People just took it.
So the whole situation, I've already asked the question pretty much. It's like, do you think that led me to the question, like, are people too sensitive today? Like, when it comes to criticizing, like, old content or how we judge what we should or shouldn't say these days. Like, are people too sensitive or are we more aware?
I would say that. I think everybody's more aware now. Like, oh, dang, that probably shouldn't be said. Oh, I probably shouldn't pick on people like that. Or, even when people, we had comedians picking on handicapped people back then.
Mm-hmm.
You do that now. Well, some people still do it.
I feel like yeah.
Some people still do it.
And I feel like that's sketch. That's like a little, it's like, hey, you getting closer. You done hopped on, you teetering on the line. But I feel like but also that's me going back and rewatching stuff because I didn't see it in real time. it still is like, you might have shouldn't have said that. Sometimes. Now, sometimes, I don't know if I should say that. Oh, I was supposed to tell you something. I don't even remember what it was now.
You found me a husband. Was that what it was?
No, it wasn't that. I remember it now. It definitely wasn't that.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, I feel, but people, that goes back to whatever we were talking about. Oh, when we were talking about roast, and I'm like, that comes with knowing your audience. Also, like, you know, if you can go to the line and people gonna rock with you, or if they gonna be ready to stone you.
And then the audience, if you go into a comedian show, you should know
what kind of comedy this person does, and like,
because there are still some comedians out here that are unhinged,
and they feel like they should be able to say whatever, whenever, because you should be able to take a joke. I don't agree with that wholeheartedly either, but
that's why I said some comedians are like, all right, let me tell you something. Just like I said about what's the name. All right, this front, y'all already know that this front area is just like you're gonna get it. And everybody that watch me, you should know. Don't sit up here if you do not want to get picked on. Also, if you think that you're gonna heckle at my show and be offended and be mad and then start cussing at me while I'm on stage, you shouldn't be here either. But just if you don't want to hear those type of jokes or whatever, just make sure you know who the person is and just don't go, because more than likely you will be offended. More than likely. There's a he's hilarious, but there is a gay comedian, male comedian, who be hollering at the straight dudes in his audience, and people, and they be laughing like you just have to know who.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's the know your audience thing. So you gotta know how you can joke with certain people, and people need to. If that's not, now I do feel like if that's not the content you rock with, just keep it moving,
please.
Unless, but then it's like, where is the line? When is it where everybody's like, hey, yo,
go to the ones that don't do the things.
But I'm just saying, like,
those are the ones who won't do stuff.
But that you could. What if it's a race joke and like? But I'm just saying, like, is there a line or is everything free game? Because you can say just go to somebody that does the kind of jokes you like. But so it's like, if there's a white comedian that has some racist jokes and he has an audience.
Owens recently did a joke. Some lady, black lady, was like, he said, where you go to school at? She was like, Tuskegee. Oh, do y'all have a swim team? And everybody just busts out laughing because they know what he was
lighthearted
talking about.
Though. But I'm talking about like the real, like, you got a white comedian out here hollering the N-word and wanting to go back to time and talking. But I'm saying, but if you know there are some other people that agree and they would probably think that's hilarious. Is that okay?
But those are like.
So that's what I'm saying. Where is the line and how do we decide? Because somebody there could still hear them like, oh, he's just joking. You should take a joke. But you like, nah.
I don't know anymore, y'all. Just stay inside. Close your ears.
Because I'm like, it's like, yes, you can be like, oh, people should be able to take a joke. But I'm like, but at what point is it like, hey, do you acknowledge, like, no, that's wild. You probably shouldn't say that.
I don't know. I don't know anymore, guys. Yeah, I don't know. Just know I won't show up at those type of comedian shows.
Understood.
I just know who to go to, who not to go to, what to look at, what not to look at. Like, I'm not gonna purposely watch something that is gonna put me in my feelings. Most of them I don't know. still happens. But I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me. I don't know. Is it me? Do I need to go to therapy? I know I do, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I apologized earlier. I'm sorry because I think I was being too hard. Because some people's feelings do get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah. I apologize.
Okay. We've mentioned how comedians would get away with more back in the day than they would now.
I already gave you examples of what. There's many.
So I'm trying to.
So many.
Yeah.
Name calling.
Yeah. Okay. But we've. I don't know how I'm trying to ask this question. Well, I think because I already asked it earlier. I'm like, just because they got away with it and it was funny, does it mean they were were they right then, or was it still risky then? It's just more people
risky.
More people just accepted it.
I think it was risky, and people just accepted that that's what it was, and people just thought it was funny.
And should it be that those things aren't accepted? Like the fact that those things aren't really tolerated or accepted now, is that good? Or are people doing too much? And they should comedians still be able to function the way they did back in the day today? As unhinged
Y'all
as
can't
they
ask
were.
me because I'm going to be like, yes, they're a freaking comedian.
Okay.
They're there to make you laugh. Okay? Sometimes that may be getting on people.
And I'm not topic matters, and then okay, like words that we don't use anymore. Should they be able to use those? Should we be able to use those words? Be like, oh well, that's just always been that. Like, you don't, for special needs people. Some people still use the R word. I was never a big user of that word.
I've caught myself say it a couple times, and but that was a long time ago.
But like stuff, even
people
like something
said that back then, and it was not.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, but now we know we don't say that.
Yeah,
So I'm
like,
saying, should the evolution not have happened? Should you not evolve to be like?
No, you should absolutely evolve, and I'm actually glad that people are more aware now and realizing things that happen. Shoot, we realize in songs we probably shouldn't even been listening to, and the lyrics that artists were talking about in these songs. Yes, we should evolve, and yes, people should be aware. Yes, a lot of things back then were very risky and wrong, and yeah, it was. It just was. It was. Some of it.
Yeah. Okay, and speaking of like words changing and like we be trying to say unalived instead of other words, and we don't say, the tool will say pew pew or something instead.
Is that because just certain networks or platforms just don't want you to say that?
It's like
you're like monetized or something.
It's like a censor thing, yeah. But so I'm asking. So my question I was getting at is like, should it be that way? Should we be more mindful, or is it going overboard? Like you just can't say nothing nowadays. Like, are the changes that are being made necessary, or is some of it a little overboard?
I didn't see. I don't see. It's the same. Maybe it's just a softer way to say it, but
even as so, like people, instead of saying homeless, they prefer you say unhoused. Like,
and now I'm not a woman. I'm some cis
hetero instead of just.
Like, some stuff, it does go overboard.
Okay.
Like, some stuff I'm just kind of like, okay, now, wait. But like,
That was just like, are the censoring, is it necessary to adjust some of the language, or is it, are the people going overboard?
there's some words and stuff
Like
that are
even
overboard.
when you, so circling back to social media, like we say certain things so we don't get copyrights. I mean, not copyrights, like community guideline strikes and people that are monetized, they're not trying to lose their monetization and stuff. But it's like the words that these platforms decide to like filter, censor out. Like, even are they doing too much, or is it necessary?
For some things, yes, because you have a platform like TikTok who censor certain people when they say stuff, but it's like, but we can have all this racism and racist stuff going on, and y'all won't take that down.
Because they didn't use no bad words.
I almost, y'all, some stuff is overboard, and some stuff is fine.
Okay. Are there any words that are like not allowed? That, do you have any examples of times when they're reaching? Like any specific examples? Like for the homeless, unhoused, is that doing too much? Or
I think that's doing too much.
okay.
I mean, homeless is not a horrible word. It's not a. It's not a. That's.
There's
It's
another
same.
one.
It's the same word. Homeless, unhoused. It's the same. It means the same thing.
Yeah, but for some reason they feel like unhoused.
There's a couple things in
it's
my
like,
mind, but
you
I'm
just
not
saying I
gonna
don't
say
have
it.
a home.
But,
Okay.
so yeah, there's a couple things, but I'm just not even gonna go into it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, there are some where it's like, okay, y'all, all
Okay.
right.
Well, staying on that same, in that same about using words, some people finding them offensive, and the other people's like, it's you tripping. That's fine. There was a video, I think it's old. It popped up of an interview Trevor Noah did, where this reporter was pretty much like asking him. He had done a joke, or he wrote it in his book about his mom or something. He used the word chocolate to refer to his mom.
A black woman.
Yes, a black woman. But he even his dad. He was like white chocolate because his father's white, I think.
Yes.
I don't know if he's regular white or like South African white, but he's white.
Yeah.
And the reporter lady like made it a big deal and asked him like, do you regret using that? Do you regret, like using the term chocolate to refer to the black woman, your mother, and all that? Because some other comedian had recently before then apologized for his reference, but his joke was something like he started sweating and he wiped his forehead and it was like, oh man, I'm sweating chocolate, dripping chocolate. But then Trevor Noah, I didn't think that was offensive either. It was a black man that made the joke. He wiped his brow and said, oh, I'm dripping chocolate. But he later apologized and he was like, I'm sure there's a better way I could have.
For what? You're black. For what? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
But like she just kept pushing the issue and was like, so do you feel bad? Do you regret using chocolate? And so she was like convinced that like calling a black woman chocolate was offensive. And I disagree. I didn't see, especially the way he used it. He said he saw all people as chocolate. So he saw his mother as dark chocolate, himself as milk chocolate, and his father as white chocolate. Like that's how he classified people. And he never meant it with like a negative connotation. Like it was something pleasant.
I've never heard of calling a black person chocolate. I don't.
You never heard of a black person.
That was more like, oh.
So you never heard of it being offensive?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
It was a compliment, or it was like, come on, sexual chocolate. Like, so should Eddie Murphy apologize too? Because it is sex with chocolate.
Maybe. This lady was convinced Trevor needed to apologize pretty much. She never said it, but she just like kept asking him, so you don't regret saying it. So you don't find that offensive. Blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I'm that shade. I would never say that. I would,
Well, don't say it.
Yeah, I've never heard of it being, I've never looked at chocolate being offensive. I thought it was fine. It's something sweet, something cute. People like chocolate.
Good old chocolate man.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
With muscles and tattoos. Yeah.
My goodness, today.
I don't know if that's ever been a thing where being called chocolate was offensive. Y'all can let us know that. But yeah. So it's like that's another thing. It's like some people see it as something. So that man felt like he needed to apologize. This woman was convinced Trevor should, but he's like, I didn't say anything wrong.
Yeah, Trevor held his own, and he basically was like, okay, first of all, we did two different.
Also, they were two different jokes. Yeah.
Like okay, if he apologized for that, then whatever. My joke was not even about. Yeah, she was really reaching, and I'm so glad that he stood up for himself and was trying to explain. I don't think she was even trying to hear what he was trying to say at all.
She was convinced he was wrong and needed to apologize, and she wanted him to see that. And that was it.
He was just like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Lord. Okay, so some words are offensive.
I was about to say, what words are offensive?
That are still being used?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I know like little people don't like to be called the M word. I don't know if I should say it.
No, you know, like back then we would say that.
Yeah.
We would say that back then, but like now it's like.
Oh, I recently learned this one. I don't know if I should say it because it was a thing, but the Asian, so you use it to describe like something as.
Oh,
I didn't know that was a thing until the whole issue with the Love Island lady. Cause that's what got her kicked off the show, right? I didn't know that was a thing. But like stuff like that is like you. Are there more other than just the
spell CHINKY?
I thought.
Is that offensive? Asian people?
Obviously, it was. The people there was an uproar and got her kicked off the show.
Oh, I guess. Did she say something else?
Oh, I don't know. Because you know all that information secondhand. Because I was not watching that show. Fat, but
call myself that. Should I stop?
But you wouldn't want nobody else to call you that.
I mean,
you wouldn't want anyone else to call you that.
No, but I'm like,
but that's just common. That's been a.
Like,
that doesn't matter.
Like, how can I go against that?
It being true does not eliminate the effect it has on somebody.
No,
somebody could be funny looking. That could be a fact. Don't mean you should go tell them they funny looking.
Yeah, that's true.
And it doesn't mean if they heard you call them funny looking, it's gonna make them feel. It doesn't mean like it's gonna make it hurt any less or less offensive. You just call me funny looking.
I have an issue. And maybe I have an issue with all of the name calling of different cultures and stuff, and people like it's dealt with. So why hasn't the N word been dealt with like everybody else been dealt with the name calling and stuff?
Oh, like Shawty got pulled off a show for something offensive to Asians, but if a vanilla person somewhere said something and be like. They wouldn't get handled as swiftly as that did. You know,
absolutely not.
I think it gets sometimes. I think social media does it for. Like, I don't know if corporations, some people lose their jobs. That's what, when the videos go viral on TikTok, they be like, well, the update, such and such has been fired. Like, I feel like It depends
I
on.
think it's because people are now blowing up businesses, calling them, going online and doing stuff. I don't think if people were doing that, I don't think most of these people would
Well,
be.
you know why it's not
You know,
getting handled and addressed,
that
treated with the
that
same urgency.
question will never be answered,
No.
probably ever. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes. Anywho,
You about to ask me that question? About to make me mad again?
who knows? We're off of
Okay.
that. Off of the offensive words.
Okay.
So no, yeah, that was wrapping that up. Some words are offensive. We should have absolutely stopped saying, and then some people are reaching or being too soft. That is the summary of that. Okay.
Yeah.
In other news, in addition to Ari Lennox being talked about, Money Long has also had some action. So what did she do? She said, "Stop getting me out of there."
She keep getting in trouble too for different things.
I'm learning. I didn't know that until I was researching for this, and I was like, "Oh, so some people already feel some type of way about her." I didn't know. I never knew. Let's see. Money Long and Lyfe Jennings go head to head on IG after she calls him a hating ninja. She said her original post was maturing is realizing Lyfe Jennings was really a hating ninja. Must be nice is crazy. And then he said maturing is realizing that looking through a filter of trauma will have you seeing gray skies where there are only blue. I'm still a fan, Miss Long. Be blessed. Then she was like, "So you wasn't hating? Don't lie." But she also said, because I don't know what order those came in. She's like, "Y'all got Lyfe mad at me for real, man. I was just playing. I actually never listened to the whole song.
But then why would you do that then?
Because as a kid, I didn't like it.
Well, then what was the point? It's to me, it's like you want. It's like, look at me here. I'm making a dumb post. I haven't even listened to the whole song, and it shows that you didn't listen to the song, because how was he hating in the song?
I think maybe she thought just the phrase "must be nice," Maybe she saw it as though it must be nice.
I think she totally
lucky
misunderstood.
Yeah, because we listened to the song to refresh our memories, and I read the lyrics even after we listened to it. To me, it was more of the "must be nice, lucky you have that." Treat her, not it. Take care of your sitch, because it's good to have that.
Respect the situation you in.
Yeah,
right.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because it can be gone.
Yeah, you can lose it. Cherish your sitch, because you can lose it. Must be nice for you. I wish I had it too. Type sitch.
How is that hating? Maybe you need to go listen to the song.
But on that, not that one specifically, but he replied when he was like, "Oh, so you wasn't hating? Don't lie." Did he screenshot that and then anyway? He made a post, and his caption was, "So you leave me a message, doubling down on your post." Oh, that was the message. Okay, she was like, "So you wasn't hating." Anyway, so you leave me a message, doubling down on your post after you said it was a joke. Calling a grown man a hating ninja is wild work, even as a joke. I never been that, ma'am. But what I have been is humble enough to hold in high regard those that came before me and celebrate them as deserved. Good news is you came a long way. Bad news is you went the wrong way." He was quoting J. Cole there. "I'm about to show you what writing is." So then she said, "Hey man, if I hurt your feelings, that's valid. I can take that and apologize. Definitely meant it as a joke and no disrespect. This is getting blown way out of proportion.
You did it.
Which is what I said to you in my direct message. I can't tell you how to feel at all. Again, no disrespect. I apologize. I'm done with it now. I've addressed you directly and publicly. Have a nice day.
Ma'am, you started it. You can't like put out something out there and then want them to act a certain way toward like you can't. You don't know how people gonna take that and respond to you. So don't make no dumb posts like that.
So was he being too sensitive, or was him being offended justified?
Yeah, I think being offended was justified. Because it's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at it like, what? And after, now there was some crazy stuff said in the song.
Yeah.
Whatever. But hating, yeah, that was
It
not
didn't give off hating.
It wasn't at all.
But I mean, people just post stuff for engagement, or they post their thought in the moment.
I see. I see. And y'all getting the wrong edge. Like, go write some songs.
Yeah.
Do what you're skilled at. Stop getting on the internet and talk. Leave that to the people that. Just leave that to the people. Go work on your skill. And all the things.
Yeah, I mean, at least she apologized though.
I know, but it's like, oh, I didn't know he was gonna respond like that.
I mean, she did.
But I'm like, he had every reason to respond like that. Okay. You call him out on social media, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute.
I guess that's like it's just a prank. It's just a prank. Cause
everything ain't a prank.
No, I'm saying.
I know what you're talking about, but darn it.
The I'm just joking is kind of equivalent to it's a prank. Like, it's like you didn't put no LOL. Did she put an LOL? No, she didn't. So it's like you didn't. You posting it like that. That does look like that's what you really think. Like that is your viewpoint. There's no indication that you're joking. So of course people are gonna take you serious. And then it's like, man, y'all got this man mad at me. I was just kidding.
Y'all, that's you, ma'am. You did that. Don't blame it on nobody else but you. You. It's like people are attracted to the negative attention.
Some might be. Like, maybe they like having to defend themselves on social media.
That's crazy. Or they like why do you want to go through that? Like,
I don't know.
Y'all wouldn't see me when I was out here being an artist. I'll be out here promoting. It'll be almost like Beyonce.
That's what I was about to say.
It'll be almost like y'all won't see me until it's time for y'all to see me. No TV shows, no interviews. I do wish it would do a little bit. But just how crazy people are out here, and, she don't want to put up with all that. But some of y'all just bring it on yourself. Just be doing crazy
put
stuff.
That in the comments. It was like, she just no, they said that about Ari. They said she just out here ruining her own career.
Right. And she's a good artist.
Yeah, I understand life's, especially because it's like you coming from me, you calling me a hating dude, and I've never been that. And then, because if you say that, and you know how some fans are, they just gonna hop on and be like, yeah, I agree. And it's like, now the song has this negative kind of connotation, or it's like it wasn't even that. So I mean, especially if he wrote it, it's like you don't want your work to be misunderstood.
Yeah, go do some research or listen to the song, just like we did. Like I really had to refresh my memory. Now it's not my favorite song. But yeah, he definitely wasn't hating.
Yeah, nah. I forgot I was looking up another song. What was the one? Oh, do I remember that one? That's the song I was trying to think of. Oh, okay. I'll do it later. I know that one though. That's the one I was trying to think of earlier.
Is that Let's Stay Together?
That it might be.
Mhm.
That's not the one I was trying to think of.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to remember another one he's on because yeah,
He got a lot of them though.
I didn't listen to him like that.
Yeah. Anywho, yeah. So those were the things.
Mm.
Money Long versus Lyfe Jennings. Ari Lennox versus Martin, the TV show. And then just words we can't say in general. I feel like
Words, do actions,
yeah.
all things.
I feel like some of them maybe are a bit extreme. Or it's like we got a new word for that too. But I do understand where most of it's coming from. You don't want to be offensive, but maybe some people are a little soft in some areas.
I wish I would think about that on all aspects of everything, of keep being considerate. Because it just seems like it's considered, and people take consideration when it's
They're selective with their consideration.
yeah. Absolutely. Anywho, I already apologized, right?
To Ari, yes.
I'm neutral. I think I'm neutral. I'm neutral. I'm still gonna apologize, but I'm neutral. Cause I'm like, yeah, it was unhinged, and then on the other hand, I'm like, the times people weren't really super aware back then. Now everybody's like, okay, that's wrong. Nope, that's wrong. Now you know you're wrong, but it's like selective awareness too.
Okay.
All right, y'all. It's business spotlight. Okay. And the business spotlight that we have, who's business spotlight? Look, I don't know if I should feel bad or not. Like I am. Is it something you would tell me if I'm doing too much? Did I do too much? Am I doing too much? Am I being too hard on these people? Am I being too hard, y'all? Am I being too hard? On
Money,
some of my
no.
opinions?
Ari, I don't know, but you apologize, so it doesn't matter. I just feel like, oh, that was the time. Like, I get what you're saying, but you can't always use that to justify something because
that's right. Because they
just because that was the time doesn't mean it was not offensive.
That is true.
That's all I was saying. Like,
that's true.
Because you try to apply it, somebody else apply that same philosophy to something else, but it's still like, but absolutely not. That's all.
I understand. I'm coachable. Like I can, All
right. We ready? Am I
business spotlight, y'all? Let's get it.
All right. Today's business spotlight is Boutique Social LLC. They can be found on Instagram at Boutique Social LLC, all one word. And they can be found online at www.boutiquesocialllc.com. Fashion finds fresh conversations at
tongue finds fashion. Fashion finds fresh.
Fashion finds fresh conversations. Fashion, but throw them S's in there, and then I'm over there. Anyway. Anywho, at Boutique Social LLC, we believe in the power of community and creativity. We are passionate about blending fashion with meaningful conversations. With a strong belief in the fusion of community and creativity, Boutique Social LLC goes beyond fashion to foster meaningful dialogues. Our store is a lively space organizing and hosting exclusive events that honor culture and foster connections. We empower diverse Is it diverse or diverse? I've heard it said both
People
ways.
say it both ways.
Voices. Highlight. Okay, let's just start that sentence over. We empower diverse voices, highlight distinctive styles, and curate unforgettable experiences for our vibrant community. I'm sleepy,
You
y'all.
sound like me on the last episode. Couldn't get it right. I'm out the.
Cause I need to finish this first. Then
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was about to take a tangent, but yeah. Because editing this business spotlight video will be a mess if I take that tangent.
It's okay.
Okay. It's a boutique. They have cute. You got the dresses. You got your everyday wears. You got your little fancy sitch, and they got accessories and all of that. You can check them out. You can shop with them, but you can also let them host your events. It is an event space also, and they can host your events for you. So you can shop, or you can host an event. You can book on their website or send an inquiry. You can inquire.
There you go. Make it easy.
About hosting events there. So definitely you can browse through like what they have to offer. You can shop directly on the website. They had a Labor Day sale, so you missed that. So sorry, but be on the lookout for their next big sale or whatever, but shop in the between time also. So again, Boutique Social LLC at Boutique Social LLC, all one word, all lowercase on Instagram, Boutique Social LLC.com on that is their website. The father's daughter who we shouted out before previously, and they had their garden party, it was at this place. So if you went to that, you already know about this place. You can go look at pictures, just get a feel of what the vibe is like over there. And reach out to them for you if you're in the Smithfield area.
Okay.
If you want your event hosted, or if you want to go shop and go get your little song. Yes, that is Boutique Social LLC.
Yay!
Oh, this is what I was gonna say. They can hear it too. You know how, I don't know if you've seen those things. It's like you can see the first couple letters or the first and last letter, and your brain will tell you what the word's gonna be. So I saw that them few letters told me that was create and not curate. But like
it happens sometimes.
Yeah. But anyhow,
It's like an automatic.
it's like you can see just a few words and figure out what the most of the time your brain guesses what the word is gonna be. Just sometimes it be wrong.
What word was I trying? I don't even. It was many words. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that was the business spotlight, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Hey Fave. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your family and your friends, and y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. Like,
Was
are
Ari
people doing too
tripping?
much?
Was Buddy tripping? Was Life just being in his feelings? Or are you just with these words and everything we've got to change how we refer to certain things? Are we doing too much, or are some of these switches necessary?
Is that me being a hypocrite when Lyfe Jennings is being called out of his name, and he gets offensive? I'm on his side, but then okay, back then people were picked, whatever. Is that a hypocrite, or is that something different?
I don't think it's hypocritical. I just think you're using the time period to justify it in the context, but I understand, but also I don't think you're being a hypocrite. I don't think.
The Lord would tell me.
And
I'll come back and say more on the next episode or something.
Yeah. I think being hypocritical, if you're on Life's side, if somebody was defending themselves back then and you said they were doing too much, then I think that's hypocritical. But you're just saying what they said was funny because they could get it, and they got away with it because it was fine back then. I think it's two separate situations.
Okay.
I think.
Well, y'all talk to us in the comments. I hope I didn't offend anybody or make anybody mad. I already apologized multiple times, and I mean it. I am still neutral, but yeah, I understand though. I understand. So yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. And we'll see y'all on the next episode.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.